and I was thinking about like, all right, I guess I could just leave it at that. But then my mind started to wander a little bit. I was like,
That's dangerous.
yeah, it's like you know, but it's a
Where did it wander
free
to?
thought. I started thinking, I was like, all right, so like, well, you know, like one side would be like, oh, well, I feel like this is right, so that's the truth, and the other side would be like, oh, well, facts don't care about your feelings, and I was like, all right, so that's the whole baby versus choice debate, and I was like, all right, cool, I get it. No, not cool, but it's just okay. Like there's nothing further than there. But then I started thinking about people who who got blasted for being transphobic, and I'm thinking like Dave Chappelle, J.K. Rowling. And I'm just like, all right, let's
Mr. Joe Rogan.
yeah. Let's see where this goes. Like, I wonder how it looks from their perspective, and it's like, oh yeah, so from their perspective, well, I knew Dave's perspective, and we talked about it a little bit before, so I don't want to dive into that again. But J.K. Rowling is like, I know she said something to the extent of
She just wants
people,
biological women to have the say of women's issues, and
yeah,
that trans women aren't that and should have their own discussions about their own issues.
yeah, and I didn't think that was that nuanced. I thought that was like, all right, that I follow, but it's like, but since trans,
Well, and then also she's being a dick, but that's just because of how much pushback she's getting.
yeah, yeah, but it's
She's like, I could be not nice, and now she's not being nice.
Wait, but she started getting shit for like saying
She's
pretty.
been this has been happening.
Yeah,
This is happening like 5 years ago or something like that
yeah,
when
yeah.
this started, or maybe even longer.
I saw something about
It's just the more anytime she says anything now, it's just a huge blow up, but it's only minor. So she leans into it and like
yeah,
comes
yeah.
out with a book with a transgender serial killer.
Oh my god! Oh, is that what she's doing? I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's her latest book that she wrote.
Oh, that's funny.
I can't remember if it's a prostitute.
Mm.
Could be like a transgender prostitute serial killer.
Okay.
Keep it traditional.
Jesus, magic. But I remember at some she was there. I remember she was asked at one point like, "Oh, how come you don't have any transgenders in the Harry Potter series?" It's like, "Oh, there's no room for a transgender in that series," and like that became a big thing. I'm just like, "Oh, all right."
It would fit no purpose.
Yeah, like I don't
Some
understand.
random Harry, you have to go, and it's this dude
Yeah,
in a wig and fake tits. You'd be like,
yeah.
all right.
I mean,
Like,
like he could
why
have
is
been like,
Harry interacting with trans people? Like,
what significance does it have to the story? And like, and when I think about that, like, and I'm looking over here, it's like, well, like this character doesn't have any significance to the story.
in
Like,
my entire life, it's like